there are 4 types of papillae. The first one is filiform, which is right here at the bottom. It is cone-shaped, and they're found on the whole tongue. The next one is fungiform, which is right above it, right here. When I looked up, it said they're found on the tip and sides, but apparently right here it says they're more in the center. Whatever. The third one is foliate papillae, which is right here, and those are a series of folds along the back. The fourth one is the circumvolate papillae, or the valate papillae, and those are flat mounds surrounded by a trench and found at the back of the tongue. Taste buds. We actually have about 2,000 to 8,000 of them. Each taste bud is flask-like and formed by 2 types of cells: the supporting cell and the gustatory cell. Gustatory cells are short-lived but continuously regenerate. There are 5 different spots on what we taste, pretty much. I guess I said that correctly. I'm not sure. Anyways, the bitter spot would be in the back of the tongue, like dark chocolate. Sour, like lemons or limes, will be found on the sides. Salty, like French fries or salt, will be found near the tip, but not right at the tip yet, because the tip is the sweet, like milk chocolate or cookies or Oreos or pancakes. And then there is umami, which is the taste of amino acids. Actually, that's why it's the savory taste. Sorry, I'm tasting saltiness right now because I just had a fry. But anyways, why do we have taste? We have taste because it is designed to test food and other substances before they enter the body. Taste is like a gatekeeper and a sensory mechanism. It is to test foods, potentially foods that are useful for us are good for the body, and vice versa for foods that are potentially bad for us, which is kind of true, but still. I'm trying to think of what else to say. Whatever. How do we taste things? Well, first off, our tongue has to be wet. That was so our saliva can break down the food. But each taste bud consists of 50 to 100 specialized sensory cells, which are stimulated by tasting such as sugars, salts or acids, blah blah blah. When these sensory cells are stimulated, they cause signals to be transferred to the end of nerve fibers, which send impulses along cranial nerves to taste regions in the brainstem. From here, the impulses are relayed to the thalamus and onto a specific area of the cerebral cortex in the brain, which makes us conscious of the perception of taste. Right now, because I'm eating a salty fry. 3. There are 3 different types of pathologies for taste: hypogeusia, ageusia, and dysgeusia. They're all similarly related, but the most major and harmful one would be the ageusia, because it is, even though it's rare, it is true taste loss. And most often it's because people are experiencing a loss of smell. So yeah, what causes the pathologies could be from either smoking or just anything that's basically bad for you. It can be treated. The main thing to do is to go to an ENT doctor. I don't know how to say that big long word. It starts with the O. To basically identify and treat the disorder. Medical stuff can cure it. I just wasn't able to find it, but yeah. Early hominoids, whatever, would use this sense to identify nutritious food items and risk causing harm. They would go out in the forest and mainly eat fruits and vegetables or leaves, but yeah, it could just really destroy their metabolism. It could harm them. Sometimes kill them, depending on what they eat. But back then, but back then, that was the only way for them to basically test and see if certain foods were good or not, by risks, I guess. But modern humans still use it to ID nutrients, but we already know what's good or bad for you, I guess you could say. But even though we know what's good or bad, people today can still get diabetes and stuff because they don't really care anymore, I guess, or because we know it's good and we love it so much that we just crave it some more. But yeah, that's it. Taste gets stronger or weaker over time. The answer to that would be weaker, because as we get older, time makes our taste buds disappear, starting with the sweet and salty stuff. So if you like stuff as a kid, you wouldn't really feel like it tasted the same, or you wouldn't really like it that much as an adult, because the sweet and salty stuff start to diminish first, and then later comes the bitter and sour stuff, which kind of sucks because I really like it. I am done, because I got 5 minutes up. Past. Same crap, whatever. Anyways, my name is Jordan. Peace.